The Matrix is a computer-generated dream built to keep us under control.
This Twitch streamer known as Blaze.
In order to change a human being.
400. Shit big as fuck money. Stay cashing out NBA. It's $400 T-Money hook me up. $400 right here. Yo.
Hey everybody, Mike here. Just wanted to let you guys know that the podcast is also on Spotify. So if you guys want to watch it on the go or in the background, there will be links in the description to the Spotify. Check it out. Enjoy the podcast.
Hold on. Okay. No, I don't think so.
All right.
I don't care about
Welcome
the
back
audio
to the Hustlers
quality.
Dynasty,
Oh.
episode 35.
Can you believe it? There's been a slight mix-up. Everybody's noticed and is really mad at us. We've been getting pelted in the streets, tomatoes and grapes and fruits. On account of Kevin said the wrong fucking number
Oh, did I?
on the past couple episodes. Yeah, dude, you've really created some chaos.
Wait, really? What episode are we on?
I don't know, probably 35, but in like 33, you were saying 34.
Oh,
You know, you're
shoot.
getting us in a lot of trouble, dude.
Oh, you know what it is? It's probably the Patreon episode that we slipped out. Because I don't think we
Right.
counted that as in the numbers. We didn't skip one.
Well, either way, there's been people pelting us in the streets, and
I'm
we've been
so
really mad
sorry, everybody.
and sad, and it hurts. But we just got back from seeing Minecraft movie.
A Minecraft film. We went out, just to me and dinkbot, to the 3 p.m. Monday showing. And
The
not...
Minecraft cinematic experience.
We didn't say a word to each other until now, so we could give you guys the scoop.
The squeeze.
So I know you guys are dying for our opinion on this film.
Hey, it's all right. You know? Hey, it's all right, man. It's an all right movie. I wasn't expecting it to be so Napoleon Dynamite, but it was.
Yeah.
Kind of had a Napoleon Dynamite vibe.
I wrote a couple lines here if you'd like.
You
me
got
to,
you have writing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I said, Jack Black has masterfully blended a children's film with a dude comedy. The bromance between him and Jason Momoa is to thank for the success of this film.
Did you make ChatGPT write that? Like, what is that?
No, I wrote that while I was
You
driving.
wrote that. Kevin GPT?
I was driving and I wrote that down on my phone.
Wow. That's amazing.
I feel strongly about that. The boy was terrible. His acting was bad. The lines were bad.
Kevin hates
and-
boys.
Well, I mean, he made me
Is that
upset.
right?
I
Because
think
he usually loves boys.
really it's about it is a kids movie that Jack Black wanted to make into a comedy, and it turned out okay.
You think Jack Black was like
I think he's the guy. No, dude, I'm telling you, I think he
guy?
had a bigger hand in this than you think. Jablinski
what the hell
Games.
do I know? Sure, maybe.
We're
I don't
talking
know. I don't know
Nacho
what-
Libre,
yeah.
dude.
The octopus that expands across Hollywood is mostly Jack Black, I guess is the idea. You know, he's like
Yeah.
he's got his tentacles in everywhere. Sure, maybe.
You know, it felt like a children's movie, and you got little peaks of humanity.
They're instead of, you know, there's like the JQ instead of Jewish, it's Jack now.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna have to implement the final solution on Jack Black. Not us. Some bad group of people would do that.
I
Some
also wrote
knuckleheads.
down Jason Momoa should have died.
Right.
I
mean,
thought
I
he should have.
was pissing, and apparently I came back, and Jason Momoa's character had died. Spoilers. And then he just kind of showed up again, and I was like,
I
okay,
just think it'd be really funny if he actually died.
yeah.
They never.
People
die.
should have died during that movie. Somebody should have died. Nobody dies. Did they get like a cuss bomb in? Did I miss? They
No.
said hell a couple times.
Maybe no, there was nothing. It was PG, so I don't think
Right. Maybe we could
PG-13
give
they can slip some in.
the curious adults in the audience sort of a rundown on what this movie sort of is. To fill them in.
Right.
It's basically a movie. It feels like a movie consisted entirely of studio notes, like some guy who's just taking 45 phone calls a minute is basically telling whoever's making this movie how to make it. That's sort of how it feels. It feels like a pretty generic piecemeal snatch and grab job from every movie that's ever come out.
Yeah.
It starts out with this like tremendously awkward narration sequence, which goes on for maybe 15 minutes.
I was starting to think that was the movie. It was just
Right.
him narrating a story.
There's basically this whole movie that's just like a very awkward 15-minute voiceover segment, which doesn't work. And then we get basically 25 minutes of Napoleon Dynamite, where the kid's rolling around and talking to like Uncle Rex or whatever from Napoleon Dynamite, the guy who kicks the football. That's Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I was trying to think, like, once the Minecraft shit started, because it just starts, like, they just go, like, Minecraft just starts happening. I was trying to think, like, what script got taken and adapted into the Minecraft movie, because, like, obviously all the shit before we go to Minecraft world is, like, probably original.
Right.
It's not super interesting, but,
It's
it's got
Jumanji.
that... Sure, it's Jumanji. It's got that kind of, like, Napoleon Dynamite spin on Jumanji.
It's a reskin Jumanji.
Right. And then it starts up with Minecraft World, and I was like, this is not Minecraft at all.
Yeah.
Like, this has nothing to do with Minecraft. My theory is the script it's adapted from is a Donkey Kong movie script. I think the little piglins or whatever are the Kremlins or whatever the fuck they're called from Donkey Kong. I think, like, because they have, like, generals and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's not in Minecraft. That's from Donkey Kong. I think they
Yeah.
got their wires crossed, and it's all about, like, 80s, like, Jason Momoa is like an 80s game head or whatever. It's like, well, Donkey Kong was popular, so we could
Right.
snatch that part, put it in the script, then go to the Donkey Kong world. Jack Black is Donkey Kong. He's like, here's how we play with the bananas and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of got a Land of the Lost inspiration, I think.
Sure. My theory is literally there was a Donkey Kong script sitting around in some guy's desk drawer.
Right.
This is some hack. By the way, this movie has like 8 writers on it. Like, beyond all the studio notes, there are like 8 people who are involved in the creation of this script, which essentially amounts to nothing. I mean, it's not a script. But yeah, I think it was a Donkey Kong script. I believe that thoroughly.
And
And that's why there's so many credits. Is one of them is the guy who wrote the Donkey Kong script and they had to buy it.
Uh-huh. That makes sense.
Anyway, prove me wrong, Hollywood. Prove me wrong that it wasn't a Donkey Kong script.
I have a couple more lines here I'd like
Sure.
to recite.
Just read your lines, man.
I said, nobody threw popcorn during Chicken Jockey in our theater, but I couldn't because I ate it all.
Right.
I ate, I was in the car, I was looking up how much fiber is in that.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, apparently popcorn's a crazy source of fiber. I ate the largest bucket, all of it, by myself in the first 20 minutes of the movie.
You ate a trough of popcorn.
It was so much popcorn. I've never had that much popcorn before.
Word.
And 30 grams of fiber. That's a lot of fiber.
Wow.
And about
You're gonna eat
three grams
straight corn.
of sodium.
Holy shit.
So I have 3 drinks on the desk right now, and I need to sip like every 5 seconds. I'm so thirsty.
Well, I didn't eat any popcorn. I drank 3 Mr. Pibb's worth of.
Should
Mr.
I have
Pibb
offered
in
you
one
some?
Cup. It didn't matter. My stomach's been feeling weird.
Yeah.
I could have grabbed some if I wanted. Man, it's not a faux pas.
Okay.
Um,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I
I
also
don't know.
finished that massive. What? There was like an 80-ounce drink.
yeah,
I
and a
finished
water
the whole
bottle.
thing of Pibb and a water bottle, dude. Man.
You only TT'd one time.
One time, dude, I was in there
That's crazy.
lighting it up, dude. I had to make sure there was no one in there.
And you just let it rip.
Oh, dude, but they were like crazy. I was like, if someone even walking by outside, they'd hear that.
I would take my bathroom trips as an opportunity to rip a vape hit, and I don't have the weed vape. I don't need it. I can get high off a little bit of nicotine. I would take the nicotine rip all the way to the base of my penis. I would just suck it in, and it would go all the way down to my penis, and then I would not even exhale it. I would just leave it in there until I got to my seat. And I would get so blinked, bro. I'd just be like sitting there, like basically oxygen deprivation. I'm basically holding my breath for like 45 seconds to get a little high.
It's very considerate of you to. It would be uncouth to vape in the Minecraft movie.
So the bathroom to seat trip is when I get my rocks off. That made the movie really quite enjoyable. Getting a little 30-second buzz off, and I just really enjoy what I was seeing.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not a bad looking movie. A lot of these movies. Like we were sitting in the theater for 30 fucking minutes watching trailers, and there's one for like Pixar's Sneakers.
Dude, I had that in my notes. We gotta talk about that.
Bad, dude.
The premise of this film
shit.
is a black teenager gets his sneakers stolen, and they become sentient.
Dude, in the first 30 seconds of this trailer, it like starts up with this dog shit music, and the guy's like, "I'm known as DJ Mustard," and then he calls in Chris Paul, and he's like, "CP3, get on the dance floor." And the whole time I was thinking Child Porn 3, dude. Bow down to the Paul God, whatever it is,
What was that film?
It looked astonishingly bad, and like the production logos popped up, and it was like DJ Williams product, like it was like nobody. It was some fucking nobody team, and I was like, they got the trailer in front of Superman. I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
But I mean, just the one sentence premise. Kids,
Pixar's sneakers.
African American kids, sneakers stolen, become conscious.
Yeah.
And
they're all awake, by the way.
Oh, all the sneakers are. It's just the weirdest premise. And I was, is this a real movie?
And it looked like fucking Food Fight. You ever see that one? It looked just dog shit. It looked like just embarrassingly.
It looked
bad.
like Aqua Teen Hunger Force level animation.
Right, yeah.
Like, it
just
didn't look like
shit.
it would be in front of the Superman trailer, which, by the way, was not a trailer.
That was just several scenes from the movie.
If you get stuck in a theater and Superman shows up on screen, you're in for a 20-minute trailer that is uncut.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen people shitting on new Superman. Saying, "Oh, he's blah blah blah." They have all beef with Superman. I think it looked pretty good. I don't know. Maybe I'm smoking something. I thought that looked pretty good.
It definitely looked good, but when you just play a 10-minute segment of Superman, I'm like, am I watching Superman? I want to just watch Superman now.
Dude, when the little kid is like, "Please help us, Superman," I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Superman helps kids. I love kids, dude. I want to be Superman."
His Fortress of Solitude is sick, too.
I think that's cool. I think it looks cool.
Hell yeah.
What can I say? But yes, Minecraft looked fine. It's actually a decent. It doesn't look like hot hammered dog shit. It doesn't look like just warmed over fucking trash like, I don't know, some of the Marvel movies or whatever. It looked okay. There's some like set design there. A lot of those little villagers are guys in costumes. I thought that was kind of neat. And they just did like CGI faces on them. A lot of prop work. I thought that was kind of nice. Not one fucking stunt in the whole movie. I think it would be cool to have like something, like some kind of stunt, but it's all CG shit. What can you do? I think that's out of their hands. I think like Universal is like mapping those out months before the movie's even in production. But
I don't think it's worth a studio even having the liability of stunts anymore when they can just fake it.
Well, it's bullshit. I want to see stunts.
Well, of course, but they're, why would they even do it anymore?
Because it's fucking movies. Why do anything? I mean, why not just eat spiders for lunch?
Well, I'm not. Well, they're obviously not like respecting the class of a stuntman. They're just like, we can, cover our asses.
It's just what I wanted. That's just what I wanted.
I don't think Jack Black is capable of a stunt, to be honest.
No. Well, that's why you get the stunt man. Get some fat guy, throw some blocks at him, and I don't know, falls off a building. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I've kind of run out of things to say about it.
The fact that we even were able to talk about it this long is impressive. It's not that notable, but it's it's fun.
I watched. Have you seen The Studio, that new show on Apple?
No.
It's pretty funny. It's about like a guy. It's Seth Rogen. He's got to he's a studio head for like a Universal style company, and he has to make a brand movie for Kool-Aid.
Okay.
That's kind of what I was thinking I was like, this is This is the Kool-Aid. We're watching the Kool-Aid movie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it just feels like it's just dog shit IP, and they're just doing whatever they can
Right.
at it to try and make a functional movie out
It's
of
not
it.
going to win any Oscars, but if you really have 2 hours that you
Yeah.
want
Oh,
to
the kids
destroy,
are having such fun. The kids are having
the
such
kids
fun.
were having a ball. And that's
And really,
another
that's
thing.
what
I
it's all
thought the
about.
audience was going to be like, not our age, but like, late teens
Teenagers.
or teenagers.
Yeah.
But it was all like babies.
And that just makes me happy. None of that fucking irony poison. I'm on TikTok too much. Teenager shit. Just little children, just having fun.
Yeah.
I love little children, dude.
There was a little
You know?
kid with his dad next to me, and when the first creeper came on screen, his dad was like,
His dad was like,
"Is that a
"That's
creeper?" And he's like,
yeah. Yeah.
That was a
Hell
nice
yeah, dude.
moment. Also, we were in their seats, I think.
Yeah, so, well, somebody stole our seats.
That's
what
but
can you
yeah. Well, I mean, but then it's a chain reaction. Like, oh, well, they stole our seat. Well, I mean, maybe you got to
do?
stand up
It's
to
part
them.
of the social order, right? I mean, if this place was packed, we would make a scene. We'd be like, "You're in our fucking seats, cocksucker. Get out of here before I crack your skull open."
Right.
But it wasn't a packed theater. What can you do? The dad doesn't want to make a scene in front of his kid. It's all good, dude. It's all good.
But I didn't want to tell the original people who stole our seat because it was another, dad with a really little kid, and I kind of feel like if
They must just be poor as shit.
well, I think they paid for us. I don't know what happened, but the point is, if you're sitting there and you're 3.5, and like Dinkbot and me pull up and we're like, hey.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make the kid feel like we were gonna attack him. We're in the Minecraft movie.
We're frightening the
It's not.
children.
That's not the movie you asked for seats in.
Me because I'm a giant oaf, and you because you're brown.
Right. It's the double
just
whammy. I
scaring
mean,
the
that's
kids, yeah.
horrifying.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that. So we were snuggled up watching the movie, and it was just a great experience.
Lots of
We
fun.
brought a blanket.
Brought a blankie. Took our
Yeah.
shoes off.
Yeah, and socks.
Took our socks off.
Just mushed them around in the carpet.
Brought a teddy bear.
That theater fucking sucks. It smells, man. It's a
Smelly
theater.
theater.
They need to pull all the carpet out and redo it.
I just don't. Why does any public place have carpet?
I don't know. It's a horrible idea.
Nowhere
Probably been there
should have
since, like,
carpet.
1992.
Carpet should just be eradicated from everything.
Yeah, no more carpet.
I just
Hardwood
don't. I mean, is it even really? Is it cheaper? Why
I
would
imagine
we
at
ever
one
use it?
time it was. At one time it was like, not only not seen as like a poor status symbol, but like also it was like reasonably priced.
But you got to put the carpet over something.
Like studs. Like they put it over like just unfinished.
I feel like it's cheaper
bullshit
if
flooring.
you put it in and never clean it, but like the cost
Right.
of like cleaning your carpet when you probably should, I feel like a lot of upkeep.
Right. You can't just have a guy mop it. You got to have a whole thing.
You gotta have one of those TikTok vacuum soaker things.
Yeah.
You
We
gotta-
found this
mud
rug at the
carpet,
bottom
yeah.
of a mud pile. Yeah.
This
A manure
black
pile.
rug that turns into like Kirby.
Yeah, I love those ones where it's like miraculously just full of piss. Like they start washing it, it's just piss comes out. It's
Yeah.
like hell yeah, dude. Throw that away. Why would you clean that? Like, just throw that away.
Yeah, there
Be
was
realistic.
one that was like this. It's like a restoration guy, rug restoration guy, and he's like, "This rug has been peed on for the past 20 years from this woman's dog. Like
Yeah.
it's been used as like his bathroom."
His bathroom.
It's like,
yeah.
why are you even trying
cleaning
to
that?
say it? And he's like, most of the fibers have completely lost their grip due to the the urine chemical. And it's like, what do you even
Yeah.
just get rid of that? And he's
Get rid of that.
power washing it, and it's just brown yellow coming out.
Yeah, why? It's
What-
it's always
how-
like it's like you're cleaning the fucking like floor mats from Fallout 4. Like, just throw that away.
How valuable could that refurbished piss rug
Yeah.
be to be worth even the time?
Crazy, man.
Have
don't
we
know.
mentioned have we mentioned this podcast yet?
Oh, like that we're not in the
That,
room.
yeah, that we're just there's not even a video.
Yeah, no. Just get used to it. We're doing these sometimes.
Every once in a while, guys, based on some theories, based on some feedback, but also based on some laziness. You know what I realized the other day? I was like,
What?
why the fuck am I having 2 different people drive a combined 2 hours to come sit in this studio and we do nothing physical?
Yeah.
There's no physical element. There's there's nothing.
I mean, I don't know. I like the room. I think it adds a je ne sais quoi.
I enjoy it for after the podcast because
Is Mike driving 30 minutes too?
No, he drives like 15, maybe 20,
right.
but each way, I mean. Point is, I do enjoy the hangouts that ensue, but I don't think the podcast gains as much. Now, listen, guys, we're not saying we're not going to do it. I just, every once in a while, maybe it's more convenient to be at home.
Right.
And more comfortable, potentially.
Too true. I don't know. My theory, personally, is I am not a fucking morning person, and for the past like however many podcasts we've done in the studio, they've been at like 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, and I have to wake up and shower and drive immediately, and I'm fucking hungry, and I don't have anything to say because I haven't woken up yet. My theory is we need to do like a 6 p.m. podcast.
Well, that's what we're doing right now, and I feel okay.
Yeah,
I kind of
like
thought it wouldn't be because in the past I'd be pooped, but I feel great.
yeah. Once I get a fucking meal in me, dude, I've had some time to wake up. I think that's what's up.
Like a nice late afternoon pod.
That being said, dude, I still have not had a meal in me. I had a pib. That's enough for now.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, I was walking back to the apartment. I was like, maybe I should get a burger, and I was like, no, I'm full from pib, dude.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, that's probably
Right.
700
A lot of
calories.
pib. Oh, don't say that. Not 700 calories of pib, dude.
Yeah.
What is it, like a 32-ounce cup?
No, dude, that was a 48.
That was 48 ounces of pib?
Yeah.
Well, what do I know?
Wow, you did get ice, I think, right?
I got a lot of ice.
Yeah, then maybe not.
I
Point
love
is,
ice.
that's a lot of like energy that you don't think about.
Right. Well, it felt kind of awesome. I still think I'm gonna get a burger later on. I've been getting dangerously fat lately. Like, I've been getting like Chris Farley level fat, and I'm starting to worry
No.
because I'm like, why? It's happening so fast. Probably because I'm so old now and rotting. I'm getting so fat. I need to get on that Ozempic shit. I think I've been comparing myself to Stavros a lot lately.
Yeah.
A guy that I don't know, never will. I'll never be anywhere near as famous as him. But I'm comparing myself to him on a personal level.
Just on a
I think that's the
fatness
one
level
guy-
or what?
On a what?
On a weight level
Fatness.
or
Yeah.
just that?
Well, the mindset too. It's like, I think he's the only guy in the world that enjoys being fat.
Right.
Like, you know, every other celebrity is on the Ozempic now, and they're gaunt. You know, they just become skeletonized. Stavros must fucking love being fat because he could buy 45 doses of Ozempic a month.
Well, you gotta either own it or not be fat.
Dude, I think he enjoyed. That's the thing is, like, all these people, like, who was Megan Trainor, right? She was
Yeah.
like,
No,
"I'm
they
Lizzo."
never wanted to be fat. What I'm saying is you.
Dude, but no, she
need
was
to
like-
choose.
Listen. Lizzo was like, I'm body positive, fat bitch to stay strong, whatever, you know, that kind of shit. It's like,
Right.
cool. Women should feel confident in their bodies. I appreciate that, bro, so I can have sex with them. No, they should be on. No, I should neg them. You are fat. Let me have sex with you now. That's what I should be saying. Lizzo, respect, okay? All that other stuff, forget it. She was body positive, dude. She
Yeah.
could put bananas in there and pour honey drizzle on women's pussies and
What
and
was she
start hitting
doing?
them with. Dude, she was doing crazy. She was like hitting women with tennis rackets and like putting bananas in their butthole. Like, it was crazy.
Oh, why would you do that?
I don't know. She had like a traveling gang of women that she would abuse. Like, it was
Holy shit.
crazy. It was crazy, man. But you know, she's body positive, all this shit, and then she gets that Ozempic, dude. She gets that Ozempic, and like day 2, she's fucking Ariana Grande. She's tiny.
Well, listen, I don't
They're
think those
lying.
are mutually exclusive though.
I
Like those people well, you see on
I don't
fat Twitter. On fat Twitter, you see like Lizzo said, "Accept yourself," and now look at her. But it's like she didn't say like death to fats after she's skinny. Like, is she not? Just because she said
I think
she's
the whole
cool with
idea was
fats?
she was like proud of being.
But then she's
fat.
got to be perma fat. Why can't you be proud of both?
I don't know. I
There's
think
nothing
that was
wrong
the
with
idea.
that.
she's a public figure who's going out there being like, I'm proud of being fat, but then the second they make a drug that fixes it. All I'm saying is, in comparison to Stavros, that motherfucker loves being fat. He will not take that Ozempic, dude.
Right.
Because he fucking likes it. I mean, I don't know. I hate it. I wish I had Ozempic. I'm not rich enough.
Right, but you're not Stavros. You either got to choose to go down that route and just be like, I love being fat.
I hate it. I don't like it. I'm not going to do that.
Got it.
I hate that shit, dude.
Then
I want to
that's
wear
not gonna
this.
work.
I have this sleeveless hoodie that I used to wear when I was a little more ripped. And I pulled it out of the bin and dusted it off. It looks so awesome, dude, but I'm so fat. Like, it just doesn't work when I'm this fat. Like, it's cool. It looks wicked cool. Wear, like, the sleeveless hoodie and a pair of shorts. It looks cool.
Yeah.
But I just can't wear it, dude. So I'm like, all right, I got to lose weight so I can wear this thing. It'd be my signature piece, dude.
You want to start doing walks with me?
I no.
Ah,
Respectfully, love you, dude. I just don't. I don't
not
want
like
to walk.
lame walks, like hike walks.
No, I hate hiking. Fuck that shit, dude. No, I've been playing like 2 hours of VR a day, getting a little bit of exercise there.
Okay.
Plus, I walk like kind of a considerable amount just around the city.
Yeah.
So what can you do? Hopefully, it'll go away soon. I've been on a little bit of a shrimp cut, but also I gotta get me a burger sometimes. I just need a burger sometimes. Sorry. You know, there's that guy. He's like, I lost. There's this article went big on Twitter a couple days ago. I lost 80 pounds eating Chick-fil-A. They're like, how'd you do that? He's like, I ordered the salad. I ordered a salad every day.
It's not even an article. That's
Dude, it was like a whole. It was like it's probably Chat GPT, but they're like, it was in
no.
New York.
I
New York
believe
Post.
you, but it's like, why would they? That's so clickbait.
I don't know, dude. It was in the New York Post between like, you know, an article about the. I'm stealing one of my own tweets. Fucking, I'm recycling this. It's between like an article that's like about the handsome Target cashier and like another
Yeah.
post about how like the genocide in Palestine is like totally justified. And then in between those two is like, I ate so much Chick-fil-A, I lost weight.
Right.
Like, no, you didn't, dude. You ate salads, motherfucker. You know, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I mean, it's like saying you went to Starbucks for every day. They just got water.
Yeah, exactly.
Not really.
Motherfucker. I don't even like Chick-fil-A like
Fucking
that.
asshole. Yeah, especially their salad. That's worse than a normal salad. That's the worst
you,
thing
man.
on planet Earth. A fast
they
food
put, like-
salad.
They put all that shit on it. Just give me leaves, dude. If I'm eating a salad, I just want it to be leaves.
Chick-fil-A put like tortilla strips on there and like corn.
Yeah, that bullshit.
They put beans
and like some
on
sort
cold
of
beans.
liquidy, cloudy sauce, like
Yeah,
some kind of brown.
Have you seen the
specks in
salad
it?
package they give you there?
No, like
They're-
the box or whatever. With
No. The box with the salads in it, but the sauce is so massive. It's like 12 ounces of like mayo sauce that has like 1,400 calories. Doesn't even make sense. If you
Hell
use
yeah,
the whole
brother.
thing, your salad just gets completely drenched in, you know.
Yeah.
That being said,
Fucking
Chick-fil-A is
brutal,
pretty
dude.
good, man. Pretty solid fast food.
I don't know. I've been living this close to one, and I still have not found the excuse to go to it more than like twice a month.
I haven't gone in a
Don't
very long
love
time because even though it tastes so good, it really destroys my stomach. I think whatever oils they're using or something. My asshole burns for like days after I eat it.
Kevin don't take nothing serious, bro. He's talking about his asshole on here. Yeah, I was at sorry to make fun of you, dude. So sorry, bro. Hey,
Serious. man.
last night we did this experiment where we made you Mike.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Dude, it was a
I kind of liked it a little bit. I kind of liked it a little bit.
Fucking funny.
Sometimes it's fun being Mike.
Yeah, we really unleashed on you. I mean, here's the thing. Mike takes up it's social Darwinism. It's basic social Darwinism.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes Mike at the bottom of the social but he's sort of a prey animal.
Right.
And it's our job on occasion to get real crafty so we can violate him, so we can eat him
Right.
and hunt him. We're predators. We're predators. We are predators.
He's
and I
like
love to get
practice.
sexual. We're sexual predators.
Okay.
And yeah, he's practice. And I mean, it's just his job. It doesn't make him any less valuable. In fact, I would argue it's one of the most valuable positions you could hold
Right.
in a friend group. but he does need to be eaten sometimes. And so last night we put that onus on you,
Yeah.
and we ate you.
You
we
ate
ate
me.
you good.
I think I did okay.
Oh yeah, sure.
I think that I have a newfound respect for the strength of
Sure.
Mike. I mean, Mike, for reference, gets beaten down by us
So bad.
so badly every day in and day out. I mean, like if he was a dog,
Like a whelp.
he would
Yeah.
have 2 legs and would be crying. But
Tongues
as a
hanging out of his
man,
mouth.
tongues hang, yeah, no tongue control. Have to feed it through a tube. But as a man, despite just sometimes vicious, vitriolic attacks, he remains so level-headed and strong and willing to partake in, and that's why some might think the guy you're making fun of has got to be the weakest, but some may say he's the strongest.
It's a sign of strength. It's a sign of strength.
He can make himself take it so that we don't have to. And that,
Yeah,
you know
take
what?
it.
This is a love letter to Mike.
Yeah, I'm a sexual predator. Now take it.
Take it, Mike.
Mike. Take it, Mike. Dude, I learned that I was talking to my grandma was sick when I was back there. Normal sick. She's not dying.
Not dead.
My grandma's not gonna die.
Yeah, when you say grandma, someone's sick, that usually doesn't mean a
She's
cold.
normal sick. But I had to go take care of her for a while and get her soup and stuff.
Yeah.
And my aunt was there. And I learned, she was like, "So what's this podcast you're doing?" And she wouldn't let up, and I was like, it's kind of ironic. you know, we're calling it the Hustlers Dynasty. My grandma was like, "The Hustlers what? The what dynasty?" you know?
Oh,
And I had to explain it, and they wouldn't let up. They're like, "What, is it on Apple?" And I was like, "I think so." My aunt finds it and sends it to all my cousins.
no.
All my cousins. And my cousin, who's a wicked cool dude, I don't know if he's listening, just had his second kid. What's up?
Hey.
I don't know what to call it. Is that a nephew? What is that?
A cousin's
I like the
kid?
kids either way.
I
Cousin's
think
kid.
it's like it's something weird.
Something-
Eighth time removed.
Eighth
Father-in-law.
removed.
Son.
I fuck with the kids. They're cool.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah, they are.
Like my cousin. But apparently he's been, my aunt sent him all the episodes for a road trip. So
And did he
I
did
think-
any feedback?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him. I kind of don't expect to. It's probably he didn't listen, but if he is, I feel bad. That's awful.
Anytime I hear of anybody, and this is rare that this even happens, but like someone that I remotely know personally, maybe knowing I do a podcast, I'm always ready to get a text like,
Why did you
"Are
say
you
that?
serious? Like, what are you?
Yeah,
Like, why would you do that?"
yeah. It's
Do you think-
embarrassing. It's thoroughly
I'm
embarrassing.
expecting to get a text that's like, "This is embarrassing. Why are you doing this?"
Yeah,
Because
it is embarrassing. You're right.
It's a public self-flagellation that we're undertaking. Put yourself in our shoes, dear viewer. Like, you can't hide it forever from anybody, really. And then eventually, everybody's gonna find the hundreds of hours of
yeah.
nothing that you say.
It's like learning that you go home and watch jerk off instructionals every night.
And you
Like-
not only watch them, but you post yourself watching them for years.
Yeah,
For not really
Yeah.
money. Why would, it's so embarrassing.
sometimes I imagine one of my dead family members watching me just from heaven or whatever.
Right.
Like day-to-day experiences, like I'm showering, I'm like, I'm sorry you have to see this. Like I have
like
to
the
clean
Interstellar
my ass.
scene.
Sure, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, I have to clean my ass.
You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I've not seen it, but is it the one with Matthew McConaughey's like going through time and he sees like his daughter or
It's like,
whatever?
stop!
Yeah.
Stop! Yeah.
Yeah,
what they're
yeah.
doing.
I have not seen it, but I'm familiar with the
No.
scene. And I was just that's kind of what it feels like when knowing that people are watching, family members are watching my podcast. It's like I have to clean my asshole. I'm sorry,
Right. Look away. Yeah, it's kind of like the same
but they're not. They're not
feeling
looking away.
of like an old family member like getting their colostomy bag cleaned while you're in the hospital room or something. It's like you try and look away, but it's like, oh
Yeah.
man.
I tell you, I had to take my dad to the hospital for a colonoscopy one time,
Oh,
and I don't know what role they thought I was playing in my dad's life, But my dad is still zonked out behind the sheet. I didn't see any of it, but like
Yeah.
my dad's zonked out behind the sheet, and the doctor, Indian guy, brings me the thing. He's Indian, by the way.
Yeah.
So the Indian doctor brings me this sheet.
A sheet of a picture of your dad's asshole, or what's on
Yeah, a
it?
picture of the inside of my dad's asshole.
Oh,
He's like, so you can see here there are no polyps. You know,
right.
I'm stunned. I'm looking. My mouth is agape. I'm like, I'm looking at it, and I keep looking up at his face to make eye contact so that he'll stop showing me this,
Right.
but he doesn't. He explains. It takes like 5 minutes. He explains like, yeah, there's no polyps, so he doesn't have. There's no cancer here, whatever. I'm like, that's
Great.
that's great news. Can you take it away now? You know, and it just
I
doesn't.
mean, your dad doesn't look old enough to be like a caretaker situation. What the fuck?
No, I don't know if he thought I was like his boyfriend or what, but it was like, I'm 30 years younger than this guy. We're twins. I mean, we look exactly
Right.
the same, only I'm 30 years younger. Like, is it not obvious?
Sir, please
that I'm-
stop showing me pictures of my dad's
I don't
asshole.
want to see my dad's
don't
asshole.
wanna
Like,
see that right
are
now.
you kidding me, dude?
I don't
Are
know
you
if that's
fucking
normal in
joking?
your culture.
Yeah, because
No,
he's
I'm
Indian.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, Kevin hates all other types of brown people.
I'm
told me.
I'm an insular type.
Right? Yeah, that's awesome, dude. No, respect. Cultural differences, bro. No
Dude,
problem.
the Indian hate. You know, like,
Oh yeah, it's blowing up right
like
now.
one Asian guy gets like made fun of. I mean, I saw Stop Asian Hate. I mean, no problem. That's great. But dude, the Indian hate is crazy, and I haven't even.
Right.
I never see one guy standing up for. Even the Indians don't stand up for themselves.
No, they don't. They're like, you're lying too, sir.
If you go to
they're
like YouTube Shorts, every top comment with like 800,000 likes on an I Show Speed video will be like India disrespect button. That's on everything now.
I mean, it's like, here's the thing. I have a burning hatred for Israelis. I do. And because it's not a racial group, it's hardly a religious group. It's a bunch of people from Long Island is why I hate them. Because they came in there like 50 years ago
Right.
and killed everybody. It's like, that feels a little more justified. Because, I mean, I don't fuck with India, the country, either. It has a shitty society and a shitty government. But I mean, it's also like a racial group that's been there for a million fucking years. So I don't like, disliking Indians. So in a way, I do like Indians, and I'm rooting for them.
Well, also, I mean,
But also,
what
come
little
on.
experience I've had with Indians in my personal life, they're pleasant people.
Sure, yeah. I mean, divorced from like the country, yeah, they're cool.
You know, I went to this Indian restaurant like last week. This
They have,
new
like-
one.
Do
Hello.
what? What?
I
We
think-
lose each other?
I think we just had a quick. Let's see. That's a good reason.
You're
that
right.
That
You're
wouldn't
100%
happen in
right.
real life. Well, real quick, I was just gonna say I went to an Indian restaurant last week, and this wouldn't happen anywhere else at any other establishment. The owner of the restaurant came to the table, talked to me for like 5 minutes about the dish
Yeah,
and how much he really tried his best, and
sure.
and maybe it was a ploy to get me to come back or give a bigger tip, even though it made me slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I was like,
You're lying, sir.
I can appreciate, the thought. And, if you went to like Millennial Burger, the owner's not even there.
No, they're running their other side hustle, a landlord.
They're running their
Company.
rogue power washing
Yeah,
business TikTok.
I mean, it's like Indians. You bring them outside of the confines of India, and it's government. It's a weird society. It's like South Korea is like that too. It just sucks. But it's like, how can I'm not gonna hate fucking Indians. It's not like they're orcs. They're just guys. They're just guys with funny mustaches. I don't know. You try living in India and not being a little weird. It's a weird fucking place.
Yeah.
Like South Korea, like Israel. It's a little weird.
I don't think I ever want to go. There's a
Just-
lot of places
don't
I'd
go
like
to
to
India.
go. I don't think I'd want to go. And maybe that's propaganda. Maybe there's like some Indians in the comments that'll be like, "It's great here, come here." But
It's like fucking Sudan. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to go there. There's chill places all over the world. But like the only fun you can have in India is like if you're a fucking trillionaire. And it's like, I don't know.
even then, what do you ride an elephant?
Yeah, I mean everybody else is just fucking suffering, dude. It's like it's kind of sucks. I don't know, man. RRR is a great fucking movie though. So I
gotta
fuck
watch
with
that,
those
dude.
types of Indians.
Rithik
Great
likes
movie.
that movie a lot.
So fun,
You know,
dude.
Rithik,
I like Rithik.
he
There
loves
you go.
that
There's an
movie, dude.
Indian
It's
guy
like his
I like.
favorite movie.
You know,
Chill ass
Rithik's
guy.
cool.
Dude, you know what? I had a friend who was an exchange student for a while.
Yeah,
A
you told me
couple
about
years-
this guy.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, he became like a raging alcoholic and then quit school
Cool.
and went back to India.
Cool.
But anyways, he called me a couple months into like when he was back in India, and he's like, "You got to come out here." And
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yeah, man, like let's, it's like you got to come out here. It's only 27 hours was my trip time, like,
Ooh.
and he's like, "Yeah, man." Like, I'm not doing that. I mean, I
No,
appreciate
no.
it, but dude, what? 30 hours each
Yeah.
way? You got to take. It's just too far.
You take like anti-malarial pills and shit.
If he was in Texas, I might not even want to have to make that jump.
That's kind of a lot. Kind of a lot, dude. It's a big ask.
That is a big. Yeah, you gotta get shots. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe not.
I don't even have a passport. I can't even leave the country.
You gotta
And
get
if I
that,
did-
dude.
If I like applied to leave the country, I think legitimately somebody would pull me aside and a government agent would be forced to shoot me in the head.
No,
Like-
they would.
Like
shoot you in
there's
the-
some kind of there's some violation or some form I haven't filled out in my life. Like my birth certificate wasn't signed. And the only way to square that circle is to shoot me in the head behind a Home Depot. And I just know that's gonna happen if I start if I start dabbling in government paperwork. I think they're gonna have to kill me.
That might be true, but I do think you should get one because I
I don't want
think.
to go anywhere.
Well, all right. Well, I think there's
Yeah,
no
I know.
American place where you can get the same vibe as like a Mexican beach.
Atlanta.
No, not it. I think there's
don't know.
something special about going to the beach. You never go to the beach. Have
I
you
don't
been?
like the beach.
Yeah, but come on, you can like the beach.
I
You've
don't
probably
like the
been to
salt
crappy
water.
beaches
I
though.
don't like the fucking sand. It's always hot. You know, I don't like it.
All right.
I like the pool.
The pool is nice, but dude,
Don't
have you
like
ever
the
been at a
beach.
pool at the beach?
No.
Dude,
Why would I do that?
that's next level though. That's what they got down there.
Why would I do that? Why I have a pool?
Because the beach is kind of cold and it's salty.
Because you're bad at pool, dude. You're bad at pool. You just sit there.
No,
It's all about-
sometimes I sit there.
swimming and
Dude,
doing
no,
flips.
don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. I'm great at
First
pool.
time I've seen you be good at pool was this recent trip.
Dude, I
Every other
have
time you're bad at
fun
pool,
in
bro.
the pool, but it has to be there has to be fun capabilities. I can't have that much fun in a 4-foot pool. But you give me
I
a
can't,
10-foot deep pool with some rocks on it, dude, I'm doing jumps. I'm
I love doing
flopping.
flips.
Dude, I love pool.
Diving to the bottom, doing
It's just
handstand.
fucking everybody has a pool that's not for fun. It's like the deepest is 5 feet. It's got those little plastic chairs in it where your ass is wet and nothing else. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
All these pools these days have like this whole shallow section for, I don't know, sunbathing or something, and they have these dumb chairs in them. You'll know.
I've never heard of this.
Dude. Look up pool chair. I'm telling you.
I mean, I understand the idea. I've never seen it.
Okay, well, at least where I've been looking, just anywhere, it's always a fucking thing.
Sure.
And anyways, my point is people don't build fun pools with deep ends or diving boards or slides or even like anything like that. It's just, rectangle, 5-foot max depth,
Yeah.
flat. Like that one we were at. It's like, it's not deep enough to like dive in, to do a cannonball. You hit your fucking leg on the bottom. Dude,
I
it's
think
really
pool
hard to
would be-
find fun pools.
Double dope. I honestly, if I had a beautiful bride, I would get us a house with a pool so I could sort of ogle.
Ah.
Ogle. I could sort of what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah,
Ogle?
ogle. Well,
You know,
no,
I just-
ogling. I think it's ogle.
Maybe. Who knows? I just need to glare.
Get like one of those
at my beautiful
floaty
bride.
things, and she can put her hands behind her head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, where, Mickey, you get that bathing suit a little smaller for looking? I'm making huge puddles everywhere. Of what? Who knows? No, I don't know. I think that'd be a cool pool experience.
It would be so cool to have a fun, like a water park style pool, but like tiny, but like
Right.
big.
I think I've experienced.
You ever go to the school? You ever at school have a pool that has like the diving board that's high?
Fuck no.
Uh,
Is that a thing?
dude, there was there was this
Schools have pools?
There was this one day in like when I was really young at my like first school where for whatever reason for gym class we got to go to the pool where like the high schoolers would do like diving or whatever. They're, you know, like the swimmers. And they had this diving board. There was like the 1 meter, the 5 meter, the 10 meter, which was so crazy. And you were allowed to jump off it. And it was like, that's what swimming should be.
Seems a little irresponsible.
Yeah, it was kind of irresponsible, but so much fun. And I don't know, I've never seen a residential pool with a 10 meter diving board.
Well, I've never experienced that. I think I only ever got to experience girlfriend pool one time. And she brought her fucking friend.
Boo.
Boo.
What is girlfriend pool really supposed to be?
Just like, I don't know. Cool way to spend time girlfriend style.
I guess. It's kind of not that much different than like friend pool. Are you suggesting you would have like boned her in the pool?
No, just like you know, like let's do like dolphin swimming together. Like whoa, like spiritual. Like whoa, water. I don't know. There's an element to it, bro.
I guess. I think girlfriend ocean is where it's at, but I get your
Fuck
point.
that! Fuck the ocean. The ocean sucks. Come on, man.
All
What are
right.
you talking about? Hey, by the way, that hot dog at the movie theater was $10. That was a $10 hot
That
dog.
makes it sound not so bad. It was $23.37 for the double hot dog meal.
Come on. $10 hot dog?
I really wanted it, but it was a matter of principle.
Crazy.
To not spend that much on a hot dog. I do appreciate that, you know, establishments are offering a double hot dog meal as the standard now because I never thought one was enough.
2 hot dog and a soda. That's the enfatification of the middle American.
Well, hot dogs were lagging behind. I mean, we've had quadruple burgers for decades now, but it's always just been one hot dog.
Have you been seeing any of this stuff on Twitter about how the banks are out of money? Pull all your money out now. Panic, run, flee. You see any of that stuff?
No, I could believe it.
Some great tweets going out. I put one out just to test the waters, see how they're doing. Numbers wise, tweet wise, not good.
Not great.
My tweet did not do well. I put out a reply I'm kind of proud of that includes the hashtag flee while you can.
Wow.
Yeah. Hashtag burn everything. Hashtag flee while you can. Hashtag vermin world. Thought it's just been a great
vermin world.
Yeah. The day that the tariffs got announced is maybe the most fun I've ever had on Twitter. I was in the airport.
Yeah.
I probably read like 200 of the funniest tweets I've ever seen in my life. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you, President Trump, for the great day that you gave us on Twitter.
Great day on Twitter.
X to everything app. So fantastic.
Bad day elsewhere.
Bad day elsewhere. But
I've lost
okay,
an amount of money that if I said it, I think you would wilt. It truly, it is. It has been a bad.
Am I at risk of losing money?
Well, luckily, and this was a great call. You're all leveraged into the high yield savings account, which was like that was the perfect play to hold on to cash. So you're kind of squared away. I'm kind of a retard, so.
You were holding stocks?
Oh, all stocks, yeah. I mean, like completely, like no cash, which was very smart move.
Yeah, you didn't see this recession coming, bro.
You know, I don't know. I really should have put more than 1 minute of thought into all of that. But what are you gonna do?
I've lost $5,000, which is bad, but it's not crazy.
It's not like
here's one. Hashtag the car's on fire. Hashtag there's no driver at the wheel. Hashtag the sewers are all muddied with 1,000 lonely suicides. Hashtag a dark wind blows. Hashtag we're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. Hashtag the machine is bleeding to death.
Was that tweet just all hashtags?
Yeah. So this is a
great.
response to the national tire fire that is the economy.
That was your response?
No, that's just one of the great tweets
see.
that got put out.
Yeah, because that's a great. I was gonna say if that's you, that should have done numbers.
That should have done well. Here it did 3,000 likes. That tweet. Fantastic tweet.
Yeah.
3,000 likes. Here's one. Hashtag the banks are out of money. Hashtag panic now. Hashtag money is worthless. Hashtag back to the beads.
What is that?
I like back to the beads, dude. Like trading with beads instead of money. I think that's kind of
funny. That's
yeah,
good.
I think great day. If you missed out, you missed out. You're a cocksucker, frankly. Anybody out there who's into that type of stuff and you missed out, you should kill yourself.
Yep.
Do we have anything to respond to from the fan base?
I don't know. We might. You know what? What if we do a segment called here, I'm gonna share my screen with you.
Do that. That's a great idea.
What about a segment called
Read that comment.
Read that comment. This is gonna be the segment. Yeah, let's fix this. Display 1. No, display 2. Boom. Boom. All right, so let's wade through these recommendations on here. Don't mind Terraria in the background. Dear viewer, by the way, that's a lot of comments. That's coming. Don't worry. Video is in Vegas on the timeline.
It's gonna be so great, dude. It's gonna get so
Look at
many
that.
views.
What are we at? 12 and a half hours so far. Not even done yet. It's gonna get not many views. Dude, what are these recommendations?
Nord, Dan Nick, Doi Kwan Coach Man, Date Sham, Kantu Coin. Whoa, what's going on here?
Don't type Spoonkin 5 with one O, dude.
What the fuck was that?
All right, let's see. Wow, 10K in 3 days. Okay, thanks,
Not
guys.
doing great. Are our numbers better on the other platforms?
Dude, Spotify? Well, the numbers aren't that crazy, but Spotify, we did like a G this month in a month. That's kind of crazy.
That's kind of pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty happy with that.
Let's see. Every time, okay. Franz J, what's up, Franz?
Franz?
Let's see. Watching that bottle of OJ grow. Yeah, dude, I gotta go check on that. I'm worried I'm gonna walk in.
Have you not gotten rid of that?
No.
Okay.
I kind of feel like that's a group decision. I think if I got rid of it, you might be upset.
The best running bit on the podcast. You can translate all these comments to Vietnamese, by the way.
Oh, now I see what he's saying. Is there even anything to read? Maybe not.
Probably not.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And
thank you for your comments.
You know, to the patrons, and thank you guys for
They're all
watching.
considered.
How are you guys still watching?
Consider that.
We're trying our best, guys.
You think you can hold this one down for a minute? I gotta go make a TT.
Yeah, let me hold that down.
I gotta go drain the
You're
lizard.
Mr. P, dude.
Hey, buddy.
You're Mr. P. I'm Mr. Poop. I'm not hating.
Old.
All right, go pee.
I'm old. I gotta pee all the time.
Ladies and
I gotta
germs.
drain that lizard.
He's draining the lizard. I kind of got to drain the lizard too now that he mentions it, but I'm not trying to bite his swag. Kevin, you look like you were going to cry at the start of the video. What? I don't even got internet, bruh. Damn, I do kind of look like I'm crying. Yeah, that orange juice, that's like 2 weeks ago. And I haven't entered that room since. So honestly, this whole room here might just be complete. There might not even be a possibility of us doing in person anymore. I mean, look at that. If anybody can provide some information about the after effects of that, that'd be awesome.
What?
Just talking about how I haven't entered the room in 2 weeks, and look at this.
Yeah.
Look what this was 2 weeks
It's
ago.
going crazy.
And
Yeah,
I honestly, I don't think there's a non-zero chance that room, that this will be the new podcast, because this room might be unusable.
Right.
'Cause if that goes off, I mean, dude, you know what's crazy? Speaking of whatever that is, I guess I could turn this off for now. Dude, this week, a couple days ago, I go into the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Fork girl's out there.
Mm-hmm.
She has a
As
weird
she's
look.
want to do.
As she's wanted to do. There's a weird look on her face. I'm like, what's going on? It's like, I don't know. Come over here. And I go over by the window. And there's like 30 dead bees on the floor inside the house. I was like, what happened? What is going on here? They're all dead. And so I start investigating. I get the dustpan out. I mean, they're gone. And then I find one on the window, and it's a fucking queen bee.
Oh,
so I think this queen bee came in my house through presumably the chimney. And for whatever reason, all the other bees that, follow the queen or whatever died somehow. Maybe there's some pest spray or something, but the queen stood strong and was just literally the only live bee just chilling on the window.
She let all her boys die?
And there was like 30 dead guys under her.
Damn.
So I sweep up to all the dead guys. Well, I just put the queen bee in a cup and brought it out, and it was whatever. But I was like, what the... Dude, if that had gone unnoticed, would there have been like a hive in my house?
Yeah, bee pile, dude.
Well, get out of here. And also... How do they know the queen is through a chimney in the house? Because they didn't follow her in.
Dog.
She can't stink that bad.
She stinks, man.
So they smelled her. It's not like they followed her in a straight line. So she goes in the house through the chimney, and they know she's in there, and they got to find a way in the house. We got to get that technology, right?
Yeah, technology.
And it just seems like a level of deduction that shouldn't be given to a bee.
I just think they're so fucking smart, man.
But yeah, that was a little frightening moment I had. The bee infestation. Whenever you see bugs in your living space, it elicits a primal reaction where it's like, oh no. Like when you see one ant in your kitchen and you're like, oh no, and there's hundreds, and then
that's home living, bro.
You feel like a fucking dirty dog.
That's why you got to be an apartment head. I'm deciding to pretty much be an apartment head for the rest of my life because I don't want to deal with that.
Dude, I had bad problems in the apartment too. The roaches and the drains.
Bitch. You're a bitch, dude.
Dude, fuck that. One time I was brushing my teeth and I was getting under the sink to get the water in my mouth to swish out the toothpaste. And in that little fucking overflow drainage hole, a fucking roach crawled out an inch from my face. Dude, that was horrible. It was one of the top 5 worst roach moments.
So sorry, man.
You can't escape them.
Sorry, dude.
Bugs are everywhere.
Ooh. You're weird talking. I'm starting to get hungry. It's hard to focus.
Filler. 57 minutes. Filler. What do we got?
Dude, we're so close, dude. They're so close.
So close to the finish line.
Something. Think of something to say. I've been reading. There are these accounts on Twitter for anime people, right? Anime people are famously the worst group of people on Earth. Worse than Nazis. Worse than there could be a group composed of 1 million clones of Adolf Hitler, and anime people on Twitter would be worse, right?
Yeah.
Well, they have this new phenomenon where they sort of rally around one girl who's managing to have sexual experiences and tweet about it. So they'll put together some kind of sort of emo anime flavored tweet about a sexual experience, and then they post a :3 emoji, 200,000 likes right off the rip, and it's
yeah.
That's kind of like seeing ants make a hill or bees make a hive. I mean, it's like,
what do they call
it gives you this feeling.
Those girls
in the pit of your stomach.
They call the guy something. They call him when
simps.
No. They call the guy when blank twirls your hair. Dude, they have a weird word for it, and they all use it. It's I
try and stay out of it.
It's fuck. Hold on, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Either way.
When choofy?
Choofy?
No, dude, they say something when
You lost me here.
Oh, dude, it's like a sleeper agent code word. Like if I said it, you'd be like, oh.
Right. Either way, that kind of gives me the same experience as seeing like bugs. Oomph.
You don't know that?
Sure, I've seen that one.
Oomphy?
I've seen that one. Is that about their boyfriends? What is that?
It's like when Oomphy fists my hole. You know, it's like.
Oh, okay.
When Oomphy smile, I don't know, whatever.
I don't know what it's supposed to mean, but it's cool.
I hate everybody.
Yeah. No, that sucks. It's really once you spend too much time on Twitter, you'll like if you go on there too many times a day, you'll end up in that space or in like children's television space. They'll be talking about Bluey like it's The Wire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when you know you spent too much time on Twitter, and that's when I close the app. The second I see one of those tweets, I close the app.
That's a good time to do it.
But yeah, gives me the same feeling as having some kind of infestation in my house. They've infiltrated my timeline, and if there's one, then there's many.
And there's many, and you haven't thought about it, and it almost feels like you're to blame, like you.
Right.
Somehow,
what have I done to
somehow
to
let
this?
that fester?
Yeah. The Hustlers Dynasty account is cooked. I mean, could not have a worse timeline possible. Open it up. Red Pill USA posting a 9/11 video saying that it didn't really happen. Here we go. Drop 888 to claim abundance. Law of attraction coach at Manifest Power 4X.
Wow.
Some posts there.
Like 4x?
And then
or like 4 times?
4 times, yeah.
Wow.
Increase your wealth 4 times. Here's one about killing black people. Like I don't know what the fuck I did to this account, but it's so cooked.
That's what's funny. You didn't do anything.
I
that
didn't
just
do
happens.
shit. I've been tweeting about Wetzel's Pretzels.
That's just a starter account now, dude.
It's crazy.
You have to work to not get that account.
I really do. I don't know what to do. I just don't go on it anymore.
Hustle World
It's
CEO.
scary.
What are we at?
Hustle World what?
Hustle World CEO. What is it at on Twitter?
Almost 1,300.
Come on, guys. Get us past that.
Let's get past that.
We're gonna get
guys.
verified at 1,400.
I think it's one of the better branded accounts on Twitter. You know, the name and the icon and the profile background, plus the description. I think that is just a great branded Twitter account. So
And you would
hop on
want that in your following list for any prospective lovers. I mean,
right, or employers. You follow the Hustlers Dynasty?
you follow
and
Hustle
their-
World CEO. Damn.
Yeah,
Move
their
like
wisdom.
Charge?
You're a follower. It's like being a follower of Marx or Mao Zedong or something like that.
Right.
So hop on this wave.
Can you just read the description to close this out, or the bio rather?
Yeah. Okay, Hustlers Dynasty at Hustle World CEO. Move like sharks. Shark emoji. Never get caught lacking motion. Guy making an X with his arms emoji. Rock with the wave. Wave emoji. Location, financial nirvana. Following, by the way, 2 accounts. Hustlers Dynasty CEO is only following 2 people. Whoa Vicky and Andrew R15.
Wonderful.
Hop on that wave, guys. Hustlers Dynasty.
And with that, we will see you next week.
Yay! Yay! Yay!